If you're a skilled worker and you're open to living outside Sydney, Melbourne, or Brisbane, there is a visa pathway that could get you to permanent residency in Australia. And most people have never heard of it. Welcome to Ultimate Migration. I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about the Subclass 494, the Skilled Employer Sponsored Regional Provisional Visa, who it's for, what your employer needs to do, what you need to qualify, and how it leads to permanent residency. The 494 is a provisional visa, not permanent from day one. But here's the thing, provisional doesn't mean weak. This visa has a direct, clearly defined route to permanent residency built right into it. The 494 has 3 streams: the employer-sponsored stream, which is what most applicants will be looking at; the labor agreement stream, for workers being sponsored by employers who have a formal agreement with the government; and the subsequent entrant stream, for family members joining someone who already holds the 494. One of the most common questions we get: what actually counts as regional? The answer surprises a lot of people. Perth, Adelaide, Hobart, Darwin, Canberra, all regional under this visa. Gold Coast, Newcastle, Wollongong, Geelong, Cairns, all regional. So when people hear the word regional and picture remote outback, that's not what we're talking about. Now, your employer. Because this is an employer-sponsored visa, the business sponsoring you has real obligations to meet. First, they need to become an approved standard business sponsor with the Department of Home Affairs. Second, they must lodge a nomination for you. The occupation must appear on the 494 occupation list, which is separate to the 482 list, and it's often broader. Many occupations appear on the 494 list that don't appear anywhere else. Third, and this is something a lot of employers don't know going in, they need to prove they genuinely couldn't find a suitable Australian worker first. That's called labor market testing. They advertise the position and they have to show the evidence. Fourth, salary. The employer must pay at least the annual market salary rate, and that rate must meet the temporary skilled migration income threshold, currently set at $79,499 per year. A regional certifying body also needs to confirm the salary is appropriate for the role and location. And fifth, the position has to be genuine. It needs to exist. It needs to be full-time. It needs to be consistent with the nominated occupation. And it must be expected to last at least 5 years. The department looks closely at this. Now, your requirements as the applicant. Age first. You must be under 45 at the time you lodge. But there are exemptions. University academics, medical practitioners who've worked regionally, scientists nominated by government agencies, all may be exempt. And here is something critically important, especially if you're over 45. Under the labor agreement stream of the 494, the age cap can be extended up to 55. So if you're a skilled worker in that age group, the labor agreement stream may be the only viable 494 pathway available to you. And it's absolutely worth exploring. This is exactly the kind of situation where getting advice from a registered migration agent can make a real difference to your outcome. Skills assessment. Unlike the 482, the 494 makes skills assessment mandatory in most cases. The relevant assessing authority will look at your qualifications and your work experience, and you'll generally need at least 3 years of full-time experience in your nominated occupation within the last 5 years. English language. You need at least competent English, assessed through IELTS, PT, or TOEFL, and you and your family members will need to meet standard health and character requirements, including police clearances and medical examinations. Once you are granted, the visa runs for 5 years, but there are conditions. You must live, work, and study in designated regional areas, and your family must too. Not just work regionally, actually live there. And one thing people don't always realize, the department does conduct audits. They can and do ask for evidence of your regional residence, bank statements, utility bills, pay slips, employment records. Keep your documentation clean from day one. Now, the part that makes the 494 genuinely powerful. After 3 years living and working in a regional area on your 494, you become eligible to apply for the subclass 191 permanent residency. Because you've already met the higher requirements to get the 494, the skills assessment, the English, the genuine job, the path to permanent residency from here is significantly more straightforward than many other visa streams. Your family members who've been living regionally with you can be included too. The subclass 494 is a strong, well-structured pathway for skilled workers who have the right occupation, the right qualifications, and a regional employer who needs them. If you want to find out whether this is the right pathway for you, the team at Ultimate Migration is here to help. Head to .com or book a consultation directly through the website. The link is in the description. If this video helped you, like it, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.